Holy shit, Amanda Waller is burning down Swamp Thing's like land. We are also going to be getting that Clark and Zatanna are going to have to work with Neuron to get the map of Mordor. And this thing is going to help Zatanna and the rest of the League members to travel through the dark roads. And so Amanda Waller can't see where they're going. This is Superman issue 17. And this whole run has been amazing. Josh Williamson is a great writer for Clark. And I like what's going on. Please give me more Zatanna, DC. I'm begging you. I love Zatanna so much. My favorite female character in DC. So we kind of get a flashback when Clark was Superboy in Smallville. He's getting his ass beat by this guy named Kid Warlock because he has magic, and how Clark is vulnerable to magic. After Absolute Power issue 2 and the Fortress of Solitude got blown up, Zatanna took Clark to the Justice League Dark's headquarters. It's under the Hall of Justice where Amanda Waller is at. That's kind of crazy. Clark right now is remembering what happened earlier, how he fought his son John and how John is an enemy to the Justice League, and he starts punching the wall. Zatanna says, Superman, stop. Superman, Clark. I'm sorry, Zatanna. I don't like people to see me like this, but I held it together until we left the island. Waller turned my son against me. I had to fight my son. It's okay. You don't have to explain yourself. When my father died, I don't handle it very well. It's because where Clark says, human. Now they start going into the basement of the Justice League Dark headquarters, and they gotta be careful because Zatanna's magic is very low because they took her powers away. Amanda Waller is pissed at Peacemaker and his forces because they lost Lois Lane, or not even Lois Lane, they lost Lex Luthor, Silver Banshee, Jimmy Olsen, and they find out that a chick with like, you know, a Superman suit was beating the shit out of them, and they have no clue who it is. I'm assuming Amanda Waller probably knows it's Lois. We see Lois now flying through Metropolis saying, coast is clear, we're safe. They meet up to Silver Banshee's house where she was making Pop-Tarts, remember? Lois asks them, have you guys seen Superman? Is the propaganda true about him getting shot and losing his powers? Because, you know, Lois knows he's Clark. And she's just asking, do you guys hear anything about it? And they said no. Amanda Waller, though, wants Lex Luthor more than anybody because she believes Lex has all this knowledge that Brainiac had. She doesn't know that Lex Luthor lost his memories and now he's basically a new person right now. The funny part is Lex says, man, that old Lex Luthor, he sounds like a great man. Everybody looked at him and did the Austin Powers thing. Right. Mercy says Clark is safe. I got him in a secure location. Mercy right here sees Luthor and she starts running to him to give him a hug, and she's like, Mr. Luthor. Lex though has no idea who Mercy is, and he's like, do we know each other? Mercy's like, excuse me? But again, Mercy has no idea because she hasn't really talked to Lex since the House of Brainiac storyline, and it's wild to me. That event was like 6 months ago, so this is crazy. Now Mercy tells Lois about what's going on with Clark, how he doesn't have his powers anymore, and pretty much the whole league don't have their powers. Now we pick up with Zatanna and Clark, right? And Clark tells Zatanna, ever since I got shot, I've been having images of like magic and I don't know what's going on. It's practically the dark roads and how Clark does not like magic at all. But we see Amanda Waller's task forces, right? Blowing up and destroying, burning all of Swamp Thing's land. Clark went to go over there to punch him and start fighting him, but Zatanna's like, no, Superman, stop. We gotta find the book. And they found the book, right? In the last tree that's not destroyed. And practically Zatanna reads this riddle or like the story and they go boop, legit teleport into nothingness, and the task force, Amanda Waller's task force people start burning up this book, destroying it. They end up to Oblivion's bar, and this is kind of like the bar with no name in Marvel, but this is just with like, you know, magic users, and they're trying to find the map of Mordor. Clark though, he stands out even though he was told not to, saying, all you magic users out here doing absolutely nothing, you guys are pieces of shit. You guys have all these powers, all this magic, and you guys are doing nothing. That's when Kid Warlock shows up, and he's fully grown just like Clark. And this is when Clark didn't know about his powers much, and Kid Warlock used to beat his ass. But Clark says otherwise. Clark picks him up, throws him across the bar, whips his ass. Somebody says, I can help you, you know, get you the map of Mordor. It's Neuron. So I'm assuming they're gonna make a deal with the devil, basically. I'm super interested what they're gonna do. Give me more Zatanna, please. I'm begging you, DC. But hey, let me know what you guys think about this issue. I absolutely loved it.